Hello and welcome. This video, The Window Go Round, is about a little trick, what to do when you feel really stuck by something in your life. So to begin, I'm going to ask you to drop down deep into your body, because all our issues are held down really deeply. So we want to slow our brain waves, which is why meditation is so fabulous. It slows your brain waves and it helps you to get at things that are stored in your body at these lower frequencies. So right now, closing your eyes if you want to, and you don't have to, and feel your body, feel your whole body. It's kind of a shortcut if you can feel every cell in your body all at once. And letting yourself drop down into that feeling. For me, it's a soft, warm feeling. It may feel different to you. You can do this with your eyes open. If you're good at meditating with your eyes open, it's usually easier with them closed. So feeling the top of your head and allowing your awareness to come to the back of your head and down your neck, running down your arms. I'm going to move pretty fast. If you want to practice this part, please go back to the first meditation in the premier issue called Practicing Presence. Letting your awareness run through your upper back, from the neck to the upper back, into the mid-back, low back, and down the legs. Feeling your whole body all at once. Every cell coming into your awareness all at once, even in obscure little places like your toenails. Feeling every cell, even toenail cells. Deeper. Self-talk is very helpful to get down deep. Deeper. And in your head, tell yourself, even deeper. And deeper still. And now allowing yourself to notice, where do you feel stuck? Is it a place in your own relationship with your own self? Is it in a relationship with somebody else? In your career, perhaps? With money, perhaps? So we all have all those issues sometimes. So pick one that's up for you, and imagine, if you would, that you are inside a room, a round room with many windows all the way around. And thinking of all the ways that you hold this issue. Imagine what might be out each of these windows if you were to look at your issue out this window. So you may have a window that looks pretty factual to you, which it may or may not be. But it looks like the facts of the situation. For instance, if somebody didn't have enough money, they might look out a window that says, I don't have enough money. And then look out another window, a window that has all your judgments about whatever the issue is. The window that says, I'll never get it right, I'll never be able to get it done. how come other people can do it, I can't do it, they have an easier time. You know, whatever your particular flavor of story is. Look out the window and see that scenario of you in relationship to your issue, with all your judgments. And now turn to another window and see a window that has the story of what you would tell one of your friends, a friend who would agree with you, you know, in advance. We tend to tell our stories to friends who we already know what they'll say, so we can hear them say it and feel validation for our perspective. So imagine a scenario, a movie unfolding out that window of the story that you would tell your friend who's going to agree with you and commiserate. And now go to still another window. And that window has the story that you would tell to a friend who you didn't mean to tell, because you don't know if she or he is going to agree with you. So you suspect they may not. So what's the story you're going to tell them when they start asking you questions and you find yourself telling them the story without meaning to? How would the story look different? And now go to still another window. If your friend was looking at you and writing a story about you, how would she write this story? What's that window look like? See a movie unfolding of it. A family member, if a family member was to tell another family member your story, how would they describe it? And now create a window of how you would like that story to look. If you could have it be any way you would like it to be. And another window of a friend who has a similar issue but feels resolved about that issue. How would she or he tell that story? And create any other windows that you feel moved to create. Create any other windows in addition to these that come up for you to create it. And now standing in the center, which of these windows makes you feel the best when you look out that window? Now notice there may be feelings that, well, I can't look out just any window I want. I have to look out the one that's real, or the one that's true, or I can't look out the fantasy window because whatever the issue is, it won't get handled, it won't get resolved. I would invite you to set all those feelings aside and just play with me on this. And practice looking out of all the windows you've got there, looking out the window that makes you feel best, even if it's a fantasy window. Which window makes you feel best? Let that movie play out again and again. And your homework assignment is to come back to this window, to choose, consciously choose this window whenever you feel stuck in those other windows that are not so much fun to be looking out of. You can do this for a whole week. Every time, monitor yourself, be the observer of self, and every time the issue comes up and you find that you're looking out a window that makes you feel bad, consciously choose to look out the window that feels good. And at the end of the week, I'd be willing to bet that you'd feel better. If you really can do this, you will feel better about that issue. And of course, what happens when you feel better is that you open a space inside you to receive the very thing that you're wanting, that you may even think is impossible for you to receive. Thank you so much for joining us today. I look forward to the next time you come.